What up, guys? Mikael Bennett here, aka the Credit Bull, and I'm making this video to give you guys a little bit more insight on what you need to understand to be able to master your credit, right? The credit game as a whole, but you really want to get control of your credit, right? And I want to give you guys some tips on how to do that. So just keep watching my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff and comment, right? Engage with me. Let me know if you're learning stuff. Let me know if any of the things I've taught you have worked or helped you to improve your credit or get more approvals, right? So the first thing, there's 3 stages of credit I believe everybody needs to understand, right? And this is how you start understanding credit on a high level. The first stage that you need to understand is behind me is how credit works, right? And how to maximize it. You want to understand the foundations of credit, like how is your credit score even evaluated? What are the different factors of your credit score, right? That's the foundation. And then once you got the foundation, how do you maximize it? How do you hit as many of those points as possible so that you can have the highest score possible, right? So the way you do that is by having multiple different accounts, right? Having perfect payment, having low inquiries, right? There's a whole lot that goes into it, but that's stage one. Stage two that you need to understand is how to repair credit, starting over, right? You need to know where to pull your credit from, right? You need to know how to identify negative products, and you need to understand, or not negative products, negative items. And then you need to understand exactly how to execute a dispute process, right? There's many different ways of disputing negative items on your credit and inaccurate information, but you got to be able to master one, right? And even if you have good credit now, there's times like my wife, she has perfect credit, she never missed a payment, but one time there was a system glitch in the company she was using where they had a late payment, right? They didn't notify her that the bank account disconnected on the auto pay, and she got a late payment. And she was contacting this company, and she was getting no response. So how do you speed up the responses of your disputes and get what you need done, right? Because you need 100% payment history. You can't do nothing with 98, none of that, right? You need 100%. The next thing, once you understand, oh, and another thing when it comes to understanding repairing credit, because a lot of people are like, oh, I got good credit, I don't need to know. Okay, but if you have good credit, then the goal should be to start getting business credit so that you can start investing and utilizing your credit without it negatively impacting your credit score, right? Because every time your balance reports lower than it was last month, or higher than it was last month, your score is going to go down. Even 1, 2, 3 points. It happens all the time. So, but when you're playing with business credit and it's not reporting on your personal credit report, you can max it out. The utilization level don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't report to your personal credit, so it's not going to drop your score, which means you can continue to keep getting more and more business funding, right? So if the goal is to get on the business side, well, guess what? When you get a business credit card or a business line of credit, it's not going to be reporting on your personal credit, which means you can remove that inquiry and allow yourself to go back and get more business credit over and over and over again. But if you don't understand how to remove these negative inquiries, you you won't be able to do that, right? So it's important for, even if you have good credit, to understand how to repair credit and how to remove things, right? And then the third stage, which is very important because a lot of people believe they just need to fix their credit. But no, 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 buddy. I had a client come today. They had nothing but negative items on their report. They had no positive accounts. This is where you need to understand the building stage. How to add primary accounts to your report. People call them primary trade lines. Any account is a trade line. So you need to understand how to start adding primary accounts because lenders and people want to see how you're doing with your credit. How are you utilizing your credit cards? How are you utilizing your loans, right? And then the next thing you need to understand how to do is how to add age onto your credit report. And the way we do that is by adding trade lines and getting on as authorized users on other people's accounts and piggybacking off of their age and their positive payment history. And that's how we add age. There's actually even some primary trade lines that you can get to add age to your report, right? So, and then the next thing that's very important is understanding how to build relationships with banks. My wife has been in banking about 12 years now. And I mean, she works in commercial real estate. So she really breaks it down to me on a high level exactly what it takes when you want a loan from a bank, right? What are they going to look at immediately? Are you associated with that bank? What kind of relationship do you have with them? They call them sticky products. What sticky products do you have with these banks, right? So you need to understand how to start formulating a relationship with a bank so that they can give you the bag, right? So once you've done all that, you built relationships, you added age, you got your report right, you erased the negative items, your utilization is great. Now it's time to apply. And you need to really understand how to start applying with strategy, right? You don't want to apply for things this month, next month. No, you want to do it all at once, right? And you want to have a good strategy on exactly where you're going to go, where you're going to get your funding, where you're going to get your loans, and all of that good stuff, right? So, those are the 3 stages of credit that I believe everybody needs to understand, right? And if you keep watching my page, keep following me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be releasing a free class where I'm going to be going in depth over these 3 stages, right? I'm going to go into my computer, show you a little PowerPoint, show you some different sites and things that you need to utilize to help you improve your credit score and your credit situation. So my name is Mikel Bennett. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe button, and continue to follow me because I'm going to keep dropping more and more credit gems. All right? So I'll see you guys at the top and not from the top.